Welcome to the StreamHome Construction Podcast, where we take your project from conception to completion. Hosted by licensed general contractor Alex Cosley, we cover everything from accessory dwelling units to commercial construction in the greater Colorado Springs area. Whether you're dreaming of a new ADU, planning an office upgrade, or tackling a major renovation project, we've got the expertise to guide you through it. Let's get building.
Welcome back, everyone. Tony Hill's co-host / producer in the studio with licensed general contractor Alex Cosley. Alex, how's it going?
I'm doing great. Tony, how are you?
Awesome. It's good to see you again. Alex, tell us, do I really need an architect for my project, or can I sketch something on a napkin and call it good?
All right. Well, here's a question I absolutely love, because do we really need an architect, or can I just sketch something on a napkin and turn it into the building department? Let me be clear from the start. Technically, no, you don't have to hire a licensed architect to design an ADU in Colorado Springs. But if you think you can just sketch it on a napkin and walk into Pikes Peak Regional Building Department or PPRBD expecting a permit, good luck. You'll quickly find out the process is way more complex than it looks from the outside. Unless you've been through it dozens of times or have a team that has, it can be very frustrating, expensive, and time-consuming. Here's the harsh reality, what it really takes to get plans approved. To get an ADU permitted and built, here's a list of documents that are typically required. So we've got architectural drawings, including a site plan to scale, floor plan to scale, exterior elevations, interior sections, a floor framing plan, and a roof framing plan. Then we have an electrical plan, we have a plumbing plan, we have an HVAC equipment certificate, we have an IECC certificate, which is showing your energy code compliance. We need to get a soils test and report. We need to get an engineered foundation design that's based on the soils test. And then we need to get a geological hazard waiver, or depending on the situation, potentially a full geological hazard study if required. Unless your napkin sketch includes a stamped structural plan, framing diagrams, energy compliance reports, and plumbing risers, you're going to need some help. So I want to say definitely having architects is good, but here's why a design build company is even better. We've touched on this before, but I think it's appropriate to add in the conversation here. What you really need is someone who knows how to get the job done from start to finish. That's why we built StreamHome as a design build company. It's really the best of both worlds. Traditional setup, you hire an architect to design the plans, then find a contractor to build it. But what happens when something comes up unexpected on site? Who do you call? Who takes responsibility? With design build, everyone's on the same team from day one. There's no confusion, no finger pointing, no costly miscommunication between the designer and builder. It's all us. At StreamHome, our design team, engineering partners, and construction crew all collaborate in real time. When one of our superintendents has a question, they call our project management team directly. If they can't resolve it, they submit an RFI or request for information to the design team. We get to work solving that issue the same day. And these are rare scenarios for us. Even as expert builders, we do lean heavily on our design team on every single project, whether it's clarifying framing connection, double checking a structural span, or routing plumbing through a tight cavity. These kind of design details always come up. The key really is how quickly and effectively your team can adapt. And partly because we've built strong working relationships with PPRBD reviewers and inspectors, we can get answers and approval quickly. And then with our in-house team, and as well as our building department inside advantage, so we need waiting weeks or days for a reply. We get direct communication, keep the project moving. The design build process for us looks like we come out, we do a free consultation to assess your goals, budget, and property to see what's feasible. We then do a pre-construction review where we provide a ballpark estimate, a project investment summary, info about our team, next steps, and that pre-construction services agreement to get the design project process started. Once that's signed, we schedule your design kickoff meeting. We go into schematic design, which is basically your floor plan and your site plan, making sure that that'll make sense. We've got the right rooms in the right places. It's a good flow that matches our client's goal. We typically go through about 4 iterations of a design with the client and the design team, refining that to get it to that specific goal, aligning their budget and their goals all into the design package. Once that's completed, we submit it to the building department. We begin our cost estimating, construction contract preparation at that point. Once the building department has approved that, We get in the construction contract signed, we start building, we hand that off from our pre-construction team to our construction team, who've already been trained on the project in and out. By the time we're done with that process, everything's fully inspected and it's handed off to the client. You get a brand new, clean, fully inspected, move-in ready ADU with zero surprises. Custom ADUs do take around 3 to 4 months for pre-construction, about 4 to 5 months for construction. Now, our streamlined model ADUs that we are working on right now, we're targeting 1 month for pre-construction and 3 months of construction. So 4 months all in from first contract to final completion. So really fast for a brand new ground up build. But, that kind of speed and precision only happens when your team isn't scrambling to figure things out. So in regards to why StreamHome design build services, what's the advantage there? But again, the question is really, why not just do it yourself? Why not do the design yourself and then find a contractor? I just want to touch on a few other reasons. There's a lot of complexity to a construction project. So we, as a design build firm, we're able to catch a lot of details others miss because we have the overlap between the design and the construction team. So the construction team's always scrubbing those plans as they're going through to make sure that the design is constructible. But yeah, we have to evaluate how the structure ties together, connection points, framing transitions, wall thicknesses, door thicknesses, how all those things tie together. And those are just things that, people drawing on the back of a napkin are probably not thinking of and may not even have the skills and knowledge and experience to even figure that out without extensive training. We need to know where wires are running, where HVAC lines are running, where plumbing actually fits in the walls, and we need to make sure that these systems aren't interacting or overlapping or running into each other. They all need a place for everything and everything in its place. Drainage and venting systems have to be code compliant. That can be pretty complex. PPRBD has on top of the several hundred-page IRC residential code, PPRBD has its internal code, which is about 200 pages or so. So having to know all of that detail as well just takes really years and years. If somebody wanted to do this on their own, they would literally need probably a year of almost full-time just learning how to do this stuff, working with the building department, working through all these things. So, there's just a lot of things that if not caught or thought through early can lead to expensive change orders later on and potential delays. So we design for buildability, not just for looks, which is what you can often find with just an architecture firm or somebody designing their own structure. So you really do need a team who knows what they're doing. And if that team includes designers, engineers, and builders working together, solving problems, submitting plans, passing inspections, then you're not just building an ADU, you're building peace of mind. Are you ready to explore your options? Book a free consultation at www.yourstreamhome.com and let's see what's possible on your property. Whether you're just getting started or already searching for a lot, we'll help you move forward with clarity, confidence, and the best team in the game.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us today, Alex. We look forward to hearing more from you in the next episode. Have a great day.
You too. Bye. Thanks, Tony.
That's a wrap for this episode of the StreamHome Construction Podcast. Ready to bring your vision to life? Snag a free on-site consultation by visiting our website at www.yourstreamhome.com or call or text us at 719-644-6777. Until next time, let's keep building your residential and commercial dream in the greater Colorado Springs area.